Okay, I like the fact that in my former video, both on Reddit and in the comment section, there was these two guys who looked at the title of my video where I just said that I was bringing my collection into the 20th century, and then had the, not audacity, but just felt the need that they had to explain to me that, actually, we're in the 21st century. I know, for fuck's sake. It was just a pun on the manga 20th, thumbnail. And alright, well, fuck it. I'm not gonna do the puns on the new mangas anymore. I'm not gonna be able to keep that. My name is Daidarius and welcome to my manga haul of September 2020. Now before we get started, you might wonder why I'm at the side of the screen, the edge of the screen. Well, that's because there is a chair right here that I wasn't able to move. I was able to move it, of course, but I didn't want to because there's gonna be some bigger changes coming up on the channel later this year, which I'm gonna get to at the end of this video. But nevertheless, let's jump into my manga haul. Alright, first up, let's get the usual suspects out of the way, and we have Mobile Suit Gundam The Origins Volume 9. 9th month of the year, 9th volume of this series. So we are now 3/4 of the way through this series, so we are nearly at the end. And I'm just, beating the barrel or whatever you call it regarding this series, because I have said everything I can about this series, considering I haven't read it, and I'm going to eventually and review it, but for now I haven't read it. So all I can say is that I love this green theme we have going on the cover here, and it has a great contrast to the back side of this volume, which is more like a barren landscape or war-torn landscape. You even have something that looks like an ongoing battle going on with these mechs right here. So I like the contrast, that this is more like, to me at least, it's more like a calming cover, whereas this back one here is a more chaotic cover. But I like the covers since they are more like a painting. I like the quality of it. It feels heavy. Actually, it feels heavier than the Berserk and Hellsing Deluxe editions, even though those books are bigger, have more pages in them. This feels heavier, and I think it is a mix between this being more compact and also that the quality of papers in here are thicker and heavier. So, but it might also just be me. However, I am looking forward to completing this series. We only have 3 volumes more to go, and then we will have completed this whole series, which means it leaves room for a new series. And I wonder which series that could be. I actually don't know, but I have some ideas of which series could take up the space for this one, but we'll see. Nevertheless, Gundam, or Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin Volume 9, 3 more to go. And next up we have Pluto Volume 5. So we are over halfway through this series, and I'm looking forward to actually reading this series. I also I don't know if you have been able to see that on the other videos, but if you look very, very closely, let me see if I can get it on screen. Yeah, you can see here behind this character's face and hand, and also on the back side here, you can see there are some panels from the manga, and I like that you get kind of a peek into what's in this volume. Now, I don't know if these are panels taken directly from this volume, but considering that they are different from each volume, then I'm guessing it's the case, because the panels on the former volumes are not these that you see here. They are different, so there are high chance that it's a small peek into what is contained in this volume. However, I'm only missing 3 more volumes of this series, and then I will be able to read it once I get to it. And I'm looking forward to it a lot. Again, I'm a huge fan of the author, and I won't say huge fan of Astro Boy. I know of Astro Boy, I know the importance in manga and anime that Astro Boy has, but besides that, I don't really know that much about Astro Boy. I mean, I saw that fine, I guess, movie with Nicholas Split. Oh, and I have a 3-volume reimagined series of Astro Boy. And considering this is also a reimagined of Astro Boy, maybe I should consider buying the original Astro Boy. Or at least just read the original Astro Boy. Who gives a shit. But as things looks like right now, there will be a high chance of me actually completing this series at the end of the year. But I won't hold my breath because there are some expensive series coming up. But here's to hope that I actually manage to collect it. But it's not something that I really strive for. Just it could be nice when I'm gonna do my manga collection video at the end of the year to have this complete series. But then again, that video is not gonna be that good for one reason only, and that will be that most likely half of all the mangas that I own, or not half, but a third of all the mangas that I own will be mangas that I haven't read yet. So I'm gonna be like, this is the manga, it looks awesome, I haven't read it yet. This manga, well, I haven't read it yet. So yeah. Anywho, 5 down, 3 to go. Pluto Volume 5. And next up we have the Fullmetal Edition Volume 10. So this is Fullmetal Alchemist, the Fullmetal Edition. And this is the 10th volume, so we are now over halfway through. That's gonna be 18 in total, so we are now on the first part of the later half of this collection. And on this volume we have Armstrong. This is the beef man that you see here. Here's the full, let me get it there. Here's the full image of him. I am looking forward to rereading this series. I have read this series before. I've read it many times before. I've even seen the Brotherhood anime twice or thrice or something like that. I haven't seen the original one, but I'm considering actually doing it because I know that halfway through the anime they had caught up with the manga, so they just went their own way with where they thought the story was gonna go, and it's apparently something that people like or enjoy, so who knows. However, I'm looking forward to rereading the manga in this format. I haven't actually reread this manga since I started collecting it in this edition, so it's actually going to be fun to reading it here. And fun fact, I'm quite sure, I'm actually positive that the pages that is used in this edition is the same type of quality pages that is used in the Mobil Gundam Origins collection. So it's also why it feels a bit heavy. I mean, considering its size, it's extraordinary heavy, but it is good quality. It is great quality actually. The printing quality is awesome, and I believe they are retranslating or updating the translation on this edition. Could be wrong, but I'm guessing. So I am looking extremely forward until we have the full collection of this. The only problem is that there's still 8 more to go. There's 8 more of these to go, and they come out once every 3rd month. So that's gonna be 2 years. 2 fucking years until I have collected this. Jesus Christ. Hurry up, miss. You have already translated this once. I mean, just... Anyway, it's just something that depressed me, really, that I have to wait 2 years until this is completed. Volume 10, so 8 more to go, I guess. And last but not least, we have Vindland Saga Volume 5. So I was getting tired of waiting on my local store to get the 5th volume of this series, so I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna order it online, which I did. Vindland Saga is a series that I have read a couple, or I will say 10 to 15 chapters of the latest chapters, or I have at least skimmed those chapters, and it got me interested in this series. First of all, the art is fantastic. The way it structures things makes it feel and seems like it's really grounded and could really have taken place back in the Viking Age. And I know that this story is actually based on a real life myth and legend of Thorfinn and his extravagance, journeys and adventures and all that shizzle. So you can actually go ahead and more or less spoil yourself if you read the legends and myths, if you want to. or sagas. Yeah, since it's called Vindland Saga. Probably sagas, but yeah, you can actually spoil yourself for the most part of his story if you want to, or you don't have to. Or you could choose not to do that. What I like about this series, at least in this format, is that it feels like an old book. It feels like this is an old history book about Vikings that you're gonna read, except that when you open it, it's actually gonna be a manga. And I don't know if this is a spoiler. I don't think so. So if you look just here, you can kind of get an idea of how amazing the art is in here. And I believe it only gets better with time, because then the chapter is gonna be a monthly release, and you know, he's gonna get more experienced or skilled with his drawing skills. I've only read one story from this author, which is Makoto Yukimura. So that is the guy. I've only read one story of him, and that is Planetes, which was, alright. The first 3/4 of it was amazing in my opinion, then the ending was pretty weak. Anyway, that is volume 5 of Vindland Saga, so now I can get on to buying volume 6. And that is pretty much it. I only managed to buy 4 volumes this month, but that's because you know, money was a bit tight since I was too happy spending it elsewhere. So, I mean, 4 is better than nothing. I also managed to actually scratch my finger now, so I'm actually bleeding. Can you see it? Is it too light? Too bright? I can probably see it. I mean, it's like I'm flipping you off. Anywho, so that is my manga haul for this month. Next month there might be more mangas. I'm not sure yet. But we'll see. So did you buy any of these volumes? And are you actually following one of these manga series that I bought today, or not today, this month? And if not, which manga series did you buy this month? Now, before I end this video, I'm gonna give you a quick update on this channel, because big changes are on the horizon. However, they're not gonna happen probably this year, but don't hold your breath, they might. So, as you know, I have read Blackest Night, I am reading Solanin, I have a ton completed mangas that I need to read. There's like Goodnight Pun Pun, and we have the Pokemon Adventures, and I mean, there is a ton that I need to read and review. Here's the thing. First of all, I haven't really gotten further at writing my review for Blackest Night. Second, I have like 3 or 4, I think it's 4 reviews in the bank. One of them is Tenet, which I saw last month. I mean, I saw it before I recorded last month manga haul. So yeah, it's a bit old, but I haven't had time, and I haven't had the energy and resources. Just I don't have had a chance to actually edit it. I will, don't worry. I'm not gonna make promises to you, it's more to myself. You just have that to look forward to. But here's the deal. There is a high chance that in the next couple of months I will actually be moving from this apartment, which means that once I have moved, first of all, you will not see these shelves anymore. They're gonna get thrown out because they are old as shite. Second of all, it also means that once I have moved, there is a chance, high chance, that I will set up a permanent spot for my YouTube recordings and YouTube editing section. So what does that mean? Well, it will mean that I will have a dedicated place to this YouTube channel in my future home. That means I will be able to record and edit movie and series reviews sooner, and also I will be able to make, let's say, more videos than I do right now. Right now I'm practically just making 1 or 2 videos each month. There was a time where I was doing like 3 videos each month when I was actually able to, you know, watch movies in cinemas. Nevertheless, I have other ideas for videos I would like to actually make, but I haven't had the space, the creative space to actually do so. But there's a high chance that I will be able to do that later this year. So there are gonna be some changes, but what's are these changes gonna be for you? Well, not much, except that you can expect, at least in 2021, to get, at least I hope, a weekly video. But I wouldn't hold my breath on that, because I still need to figure these things out. However, that is why that the uploads on this channel has been quite sporadic. It's also why I haven't moved this fucking chair here, is because the space is getting too cramped, and it's the reason why I moved. Anywho, that is just a quick sum up of what's going on behind the scene of this channel, because again, I know my upload schedule is like non-existent whatsoever. It's more like a guess when I'm gonna upload videos than anything else. So I hope to correct that, if not at the end of this year, then at the start of next year. So, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask down below in the comments, and if you have anything else you would like to ask or say, or hey, have some thoughts on mangas, it doesn't need to be the ones that I bought, it could be whatever, then please comment below and let me read your thoughts. And as always, until I see you in the next video, remember to stay awesome. See ya. I feel good about this.